Welcome to this super memory test. Let's see how far you can go and how many mistakes you can make. I'll challenge you with this video featuring several cognitive exercises that will put a strain on your brain's memory. Let's start with the first test. Very simple, and you shouldn't have any mistakes in this test, as it's just a warm-up for the increasing difficulty ahead. Where do you remember this refrigerator? You should recall it in box number 4. And this lethal archer, where do you remember her? In the first box. And the logo of our English channel? This last one was in box number 3. Good! Very easy this first test, but remember, we're just warming up. Let's move on to the second test, which is very similar to the first one. Where was the man throwing the trash and the white frog? Where do you remember the dressing table? Where was the gardener? In the third test, we changed the dynamics. You have to remember a set of images of 2 characters. The first character is Will Smith, and here are his 3 objects. The second character is Tom Brady, and here are his 3 objects. Memorize who each object belongs to. Whose magical wand is this? It's Will Smith's. The wall clock. Again, Will Smith's. The lightsaber. It's Tom Brady's. We continue with the next test. Same dynamics as the first 2, but I'll make it harder regarding the colors. Now everything is in black and white, which will make the test more difficult. The fly. The sink and planet Earth. The brick wall and the backpack. In the fifth test, we again memorize combinations, the objects belonging to these characters, this time a bit more difficult. The first character is Wonder Woman, and here are her 4 objects. The second character is Jessica Jones, and here are her objects. Whose umbrella was it? Of these 3 objects, which one belonged to Wonder Woman? The garbage can. And the plate with utensils. And this symbol. Here I tricked you. This symbol hasn't appeared with any character. We start test 6. Now a series of consecutive images will appear. You have to retain them all in your memory to later guess which ones appeared and which ones didn't. Here we go. Did this orange tree appear? No, it was a different one. And this image of number 2? This one didn't appear. And this refrigerator, did it appear? No, another similar one appeared. See, these are all the images that appeared. As you can see, none of the 3 appeared. We move on to test 7. We increase to 8 images and raise the difficulty a little. Memorize the positions of these 8 images. Where was the red car? This frying pan with food? Where was this dog and the rhinoceros? Now, let's go to the dreaded test, the test of memorizing the positions of pairs of images. Concentrate because this exercise is not so simple. The pair of running women. The pair of women practicing golf. the pair of women tennis players. Test number 9. The exercises for your memory are getting more complicated, but at the same time, you're giving it an effort that will improve it. This woman and the wildebeest. The logo of our YouTube channel and the elephant. The shooter and the little robot. In Test 10, we have an exercise in which you must remember images, without color and without needing to remember their positions. Just memorize each of these 6 images well. We wait a bit for you to retain the information in your memory. And now, which image out of these 6 wasn't there before? Well, there are 2 that weren't there before. There were 2 very similar ones of a horse and a skull, but not identical to these. We move on to Test 11. Remember to share this video with your friends to help them improve their memory with all these cognitive exercises. The pirate ship and the boxer. The Japanese cherry blossom. The basketball player and the Sahara Desert. The handheld console and the Rocky Mountains. Now, let's make it even more complicated. There are 8 images, but 2 extra images will appear for a few seconds, so you have to memorize 10 images and their positions. The character, the thing. The boy playing with the mobile phone. The lawnmower and the dog. We're getting closer to the end of the exercise. You're giving your brain an incredible workout. Remember that you should train it several times a week to improve and maintain good brain health. The Buddha. The gun and the phone booth. Punisher and the warplane. In Test 13, we return to a previous exercise, memorizing a sequence of images. Remember that the order doesn't matter. Just memorize the images as accurately as you can. Princess Leia. This planet. This spaceship. The robot. The German Shepherd. In this next exercise, the rules change again. Now you must memorize the positions of the 8 images, but these will be shown and hidden to make the task more difficult. The alien and the woman climbing. The boxer. The soup and the android mascot. And we're already at test 15. After this comes the extra test, but first you have to pass this very difficult test, as you have to memorize pairs of images and their positions again. Concentrate so you don't miss any. The pair of treehouse. The towels filled with food. The two mats, the pair of wooden houses, and let's finish with an exercise to test your long-term memorization ability. You've seen many images in this video, but of these 8 that appear here, only one of them has appeared in this video, the others haven't. If you know which one it is, write it in the comments of this video and we'll respond with a heart if you're right. Remember to give this video a like and share it too. And with that, we conclude this super cognitive exercise to improve the most important organ we have, our brain. We must take care of it as we do with our body and give it its exercise regularly. Without further ado, I bid you farewell until the next exercise.